as it'll be the Bulls of Chicago taking on the New York Jets.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come off a disappointment last time out. They put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, getting a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Nelson off the play fake. And for the right side here, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. When you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Nelson. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
At the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Russell. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this out past the 40. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Russell. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now White. Pressure comes and down he goes. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Bulls offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Back to throw. Nelson. Man, and he hits him in stride. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nelson. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down.
Chicago.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Brings up second and 5 at the 48.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the first down. A gain of 7. First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
Now a second and 10.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Back to throw. Nelson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And the first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Nelson, off play action. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. White looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. White. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bulls offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Nelson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Nelson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. Nelson. Will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun. Nelson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
To throw, White.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Here's White. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 4.
Now White.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. White. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Third down and 1. From the gun, here's White. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
First down and goal to go.
ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Right side, he has Johnston.
Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Set to throw is Nelson. Throwing to start the drive. No gain, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
An inside give, Brown. And not much happening there as they get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. All right, Brandon, thanks much.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in this second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. Oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's third.
They'll go with a keeper.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
That was some hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. White. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Looking to throw. Right. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Bulls.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
36-yard line.
Nelson now, off the play fake. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Chicago.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
At the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Nelson operating from the gun. And it's complete to Adams. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First down. First and goal, Chicago.
They'll try to run this one in. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
They'll try and do this himself.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Good move at the 30.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Nelson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. Off play action. Nelson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Looking to throw. Nelson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run forward with Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action here on first down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nelson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Adams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bulls are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Will line up for a 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing to start the drive. White. Skirts by him at the 35. Across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. White. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Up the middle they go. It's Russell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
At the 33-yard line.
Off play action, here's White.
To the right side and intercepted. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And New York set to take the field.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Now White throwing after the interception. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's White. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now White. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 9-yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out.
And the Jets get a bit closer. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Nelson. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And to give to Brown on the option.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, a ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, It's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to